The courtroom was suffocatingly still. Even the air seemed afraid to move. My wife stood across from me, dressed in an expensive suit, posture flawless, every inch of her radiating that false moral grace she perfected. Her tone was steady, carefully practiced. Your Honor, he's unstable. He shouldn't be around the children. The judge listened quietly, nodding once as his pen began to move. Every stroke feeling like another nail sealing my fate. She looked at me just once, long enough for the corner of her mouth to twitch into that small, deliberate smirk. That was the moment I finally understood. This wasn't about our marriage anymore. It was about erasing me. Then my son, only 7 years old and far too young for the weight in that room, stood up. Your Honor, he began, his little voice trembling but steady. Should I tell you why Mom really wants us? Her head snapped toward him. Stop talking, she shouted. The judge's gavel slammed down, the cracks slicing through the silence like lightning. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Deep down, I knew whatever came next would change everything. It had started 6 months earlier. She began slipping away, quietly at first. Canceled dinners, late nights at work. Her phone always face down. I'd seen those signs before. The new care in how she dressed. The constant glances in mirrors. A new perfume that was never for me. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I watched, calm, methodical, the way I used back when I worked in internal audits. Find the inconsistencies, the patterns that don't add up. At home, her smiles were too bright. At night, her back turned away. Then came the papers. Divorce, coldly served. Unfit father. Emotionally neglectful. Words honed like blades. She wanted full custody. Not out of love, but for leverage, for power. Yet beneath all of it, I sensed something deeper. Desperation. I didn't fight back right away. I let her think I was broken. Let her lawyer weave his perfect illusion. Meanwhile, I started collecting texts, emails, bank records. Every detail. Every trace. Guilt makes people careless. And she wasn't careful at all. Then I found it. Small recurring payments tucked inside her account. Supposedly consulting fees. But the amounts were identical. Sent the same day every month to the same name. A private investigator confirmed what I already feared. The money wasn't for her. It was for someone else. A man she'd been seeing. A man with a criminal record for drug distribution. And she had let him near my children. Still, I didn't confront her. I wanted to unfold where it mattered most, before the one man she couldn't manipulate, the judge. So I waited, played my role as a defeated husband she thought she'd already buried. When the custody hearing came, she spoke first, every word wrapped in silk, polished lies that hid the steel beneath. He's distant, unstable. The children are afraid of him. The judge nodded with concern. Her lawyer showed photos. Me working late, me drinking alone, twisting reality into their own story. I stayed silent. I didn't need to speak. Because that morning, I'd already handed my son a small folded note with 4 simple words in my handwriting. Tell the truth always. When he stood, the room froze. Your Honor, he said softly. Mom says she wants us because she needs more money for a friend. Her scream came before anyone could react. Stop it. Sit down. But it was already too late. The prosecutor moved faster than her fury. The judge demanded answers. I slid a folder across the table. Bank statements, transfer logs, the investigator's full report. The silence that followed wasn't peace. It was judgment forming. Her face broke, not from surprise, but from realization. She knew she'd lost control. The judge granted me temporary custody. Her lawyer couldn't meet my eyes. Outside, she tried to speak. John, please, you don't understand. I stopped with a look. No more stories. No more masks. She reached for me, but I stepped back. There was no satisfaction in it. Only clarity. For months, I drowned in uncertainty. Now I could finally breathe. The truth didn't need shouting. It lived in her silence. In the way she stared at the floor, realizing her empire was built on lies. And I had simply watched it collapse, one quiet truth at a time. The house feels different now. Not empty, just honest. The kids sleep peacefully. My son dreams without fear of choosing sides. Sometimes I watch him and wonder how much he really understood that day. Maybe more than I ever did. My wife still calls, leaves voicemails, half apologies, half manipulation. I delete them all. People think victory feels like joy. It doesn't. It feels like calm after a storm, when everything still stands, but nothing is the same. I didn't destroy her. I just stopped shielding her from the truth. And that was enough. Because in the end, justice isn't something you demand. It's something you become. When the judge said, "Case dismissed," she looked at me one last time, eyes wide, broken, pleading. I turned away, not in anger, but in closure. And for the first time in years, I didn't look back. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now